What's up, guys? Welcome back to GoHamDiscGolf. I'm Big John. Before I get into this video, I just want to mention to you guys, if you haven't noticed yet, I'm giving away the ABC Platinum Mission mid-range disc right now. If you're not already entered into that giveaway, it just started yesterday. You still have plenty of time to jump on it, and I'll put a link to that video in the description for this one. Don't forget the other giveaway that's coming up soon. Right now, GoHamDiscGolf is at 192 subscribers. If we get to 200 subscribers, then on the 1st, I'll be giving away the Innova competition bag, and I'm going to throw in the set of back saver straps. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. You can end up winning that great bundle. So let's just get into what this video is about. I haven't done a beginner tip video in a little bit, and I wanted to do one because something happened to me the other day that made me think, you know, that probably happened for a reason, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Every single time I find a disc out on the course, if it's got a number on it or an email address or anything, I try and get a hold of the person, because I know how much it sucks when I lose a disc. And I've had times where I lost a disc that I didn't write anything on, I didn't have my PDGA number on them or anything, and there was no chance for me to get that disc back, and it just sucked. But there's been times when I lost a disc that did have my number on them, and I never heard anything else about it, and I know somebody found that disc. But every time I find one, I always try to get it back to the person. And I've had probably about, I don't know, probably 9 different discs that I've found and eventually got back to the rightful owner. And I lost a Buzz SS probably about 2 weeks ago at a course probably about 10 minutes from my house. And it was a great disc. It wasn't like my ace disc, and it wasn't my go-to driver. It wasn't something that I was devastated by losing, which is another reason why I carry duplicates of certain discs that I throw a lot. But it sucked because I hate losing a disc, just like I'm sure you guys do. But yesterday I had a phone call from a guy, and he found my Buzz. And so he gave me a call, and he said, "Hey, I just want to get it back to you." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome, dude." So I met him today. I got my disc back, and I was so appreciative. I offered the guy $5 just to say thanks to get my disc back, and he was like, "No, but you can buy me a beer." So we went out and we had a couple beers. We ended up talking about disc golf for a long time. I told him I was doing this stuff on YouTube, and he was all supportive about that. And we're headed out tomorrow to play disc golf. So that's why I'm talking about reputation here, because that's one of the things that you want to build in the disc golf community. You don't want to be labeled as that guy that cheats during leagues. You don't want to be labeled as the guy that is just, overly annoying and doesn't shut up when other people are trying to throw, and never has anything good to say about anything, and always hopes for the worst things to happen to his opponents. Because you can say what you want, but golf, whether it's ball golf or disc golf, is a gentleman's game all the way. If you're just a casual player and you only own one disc and you play every now and then, and you just go out there to F around with your friends, that's fine. But if you really take this sport seriously and you want to get really good at it and you want to play in tournaments and all that good stuff, then I think you could agree with me that this definitely is a gentleman's game. So reputation can be very important. Now, how can you build your reputation in the disc golf community? Whether you're talking about nationwide or just on your local scene or regional. And one of the top ways you can build a good reputation for yourself is by returning discs that you come across. There's been times when I've accidentally thrown a disc into the water or into a lake or a creek, and I jumped in and got my disc. And I came out with 3. The other 2 that weren't mine, if they had any kind of contact info on them, I got a hold of the person and sent it back to them. And I'm not saying that I have a great reputation within my local area, but I like to think that I don't have a bad reputation. Anybody that I've ever returned a disc to, they're always appreciative of it, and I normally end up playing a few rounds with these guys, and sometimes they've ended up coming to my leagues that I play in, or just playing more, and that's kind of what I want to do, just put myself out there as one of those people that's trying to get the sport to get bigger and bring more people in. So one way to grow your reputation is by returning the disc that you find, because that's also going to give you that reputation, and people are going to think, if they ever find your disc, they're going to be thinking, well, he returned one to me, or he returned one to my buddy, I'm going to send his disc back to him. Now, another way you can build your reputation as being, a helpful or just all-around good guy within the disc golf community is to help out with your local leagues and tournaments if you get a chance. Getting involved in the leagues in your area is actually really easy. If you already attend the leagues, you probably have a good idea of who runs them. And since this is kind of the off season for leagues, since winter's about to start or has started in some places, then get a hold of the guy that runs the leagues in your area or for your home course. It's probably, anywhere from 2 to 5 guys that run it. Ask them if they need some help. You don't even need to be put on the staff. But if you're down there and you're helping out with leagues, more people will get to know you and they'll see that you're a helpful guy, which can help you in many, many ways. And then as far as tournaments go, tournaments always need help from volunteers. Whether it's, watching the OBs, or it's helping to cook, or helping to set up or get registration, or anything else. Helping with a tournament can really help your reputation. So I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want to just ramble on for a couple hours about how, how good it is to have a good reputation within your local community and, maybe even eventually the national community. But it can be helpful in many ways. Once you have your reputation to where it's where you want to be and how you want to be seen and when people see you for actually who you are, you'll end up having more people to play with. You'll have more fun when you go out and play disc golf. And there's a really good chance of you meeting some guys that can help you with your game. I know as far as just Big John, there are holes in my game where I need help. There are certain things that I need to learn how to do better, or ways to get out of trouble easily. And in some cases, I can't learn those things on my own. So I like to play with the local pros, and I like to play with guys who are a lot better than me so that I can learn from them. And one of the ways I've been able to play with the local pros and with the guys that are better than me is by putting myself out there. I help out with leagues as much as I can. I help out with tournaments as much as I can. I return discs. When I'm just playing on the disc golf course, I try to be a generally nice guy. If somebody's looking for a disc and I know where it went, I'm going to point it out to them. I'm not going to shout and yell when somebody else is trying to tee off or when somebody's trying to putt. I'm not going to drink a whole case of beer and leave it all over the place. Just trying to be a generally nice guy. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget about the current giveaway. Don't forget to go ham.